Hello everybody, today we're doing a video for GTA car kits and a 2008 Honda CRV, and today we're going to be installing our pure Bluetooth kit. So we'll first show you what tools you need. You'll need some sort of panel removal tools, a flat head screwdriver and a Phillips screwdriver. So first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take the flat head screwdriver and we're going to remove these controls. So they're only held on clips and there's a little notch here on each side, where you have to carefully put the screwdriver and take it out. Same on this side. And you pop it off. Once you remove it, we're just gonna put it to the side like this. And as soon as you remove it, you can see that there's two bolts. These are the bolts that hold the radio. And if by chance you're gonna strip them, you can also use an 8mm socket with an extension to remove them, but we're just gonna use our Phillips screwdriver. So there's two at the bottom and there's also two on top. So to get to the top ones, we're again gonna use our flathead screwdriver, and there's a little notch right here in the middle, and you kind of lift up this panel. We're also gonna use our panel removal tool. So it comes off. So as you can see, it's also held on clips, these white ones. And once you remove it, next part that we're gonna remove is the vents. And you just gotta grab it on top and kind of pull them towards yourself and they come off. So again, there's three clips on top and two at the bottom, these white ones. And as you can see here, there's two more bolts on top. So we're gonna go ahead and remove these four bolts. So once the four bolts are removed, we can remove the radio, and it's just held on clips once you remove the bolts. So you kind of have to pull on it, and there's clips on this side, over here on this side, but the main goal for us is to get to this connection right here. This is where we're gonna plug in the kit. So we're gonna show you what comes in the kit. So you have the module with the connection that we're gonna plug it in straight to the back of the radio. Then you have an optional auxiliary cable, which we're gonna plug into the module. There's also a microphone, which we have to wire over here into the A-pillar, and we're gonna show you how to do it. So first thing we're gonna do is actually wire the microphone, and to do that we're gonna have to remove this rubber between the door and the interior, and we're gonna show you how to do it. So we're just gonna grab this rubber piece with our hand and drop it down. So this is in order to feed our wire through. We're gonna take the microphone and we're gonna put it over here into the A-pillar, and we're just gonna feed it down. And then our main goal is to get it behind the radio. So the next thing that we have to remove is, first there's this black panel underneath the steering wheel. So to remove it, you have to turn this lock, and then there's one clip that holds it, and you remove it. The next thing that we're gonna remove is this gray piece underneath the steering wheel. It's also just held on clips. So we're gonna use our hands and there's these two hooks that hold it kind of in place, and when you're putting it back, you have to hook it back first before clipping it in, so just you remember that. So we're gonna take our wire and we're gonna feed it on the inside. And then the next thing is that you're gonna have to catch it behind the radio. But before you do that, you have to put the rubber piece back. So it's simple. Make sure that the wire is not in the way. Just like that. So I'm doing it quickly. Make sure you take your time and do it carefully so the wire doesn't stick out, just like that. And now we're gonna continue on the inside. So now that we have the wire on the inside, we're gonna catch it behind the radio. So we're gonna reach with one hand, and you already can see it over here, so you just have to catch it. And if by any chance you're struggling with this, you can also use something like a coat hanger to fish it, but it's pretty easy in this car. So once you pull this wire through, the next step we're gonna do is just plug it into the module. There's a microphone slot over here, so we're just gonna plug it in. And now we're gonna also plug in the connection at the back of the radio, which we showed you earlier. And it simply plugs in to the back of the radio. So once you plug in the microphone wire and plug in the module to the back of the radio, there's an optional USB charging port on the module, so you can choose to wire optional USB cable into the glove box. That's where we suggest to do it in this particular car. So you would just, because everything is open, you would just open the glove box and reach with your hand and just drop the wire inside, as there is an opening right here. So that's if you want to wire the USB cable. And now we're gonna put everything back. We're gonna put the module at the back of the radio. The best spot would be somewhere around that this black wire right here, so you can kind of put the module in and it fits snugly. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna put everything back, and we're gonna show you how everything works with this particular car. So as you can see, we put everything back, and now we're gonna turn the car to the accessory position so the radio turns on. So we're gonna first show you well, everything works the same way it used to work before. Just now this CD button has one more function added to it, and it's called CDC mode. So this is the mode that you gotta use for the Bluetooth. So once you turn it on, you have about 1 minute to pair to the system. So we're gonna go into our iPhone's menu and we're gonna search for the device. As you can see here, GTA Car Kit. We're gonna pair to it. And once you pair it once, you never have to pair it again. It's gonna pair automatically every time, unless you wanna connect a new phone. So it's been connected, so anything you're gonna play is gonna play over Bluetooth. So we're gonna go to our music. We suggest having volume almost all the way up. And if you're playing your music and you have an option of having next track available, you're able to switch the music through the radio. So we're gonna press the skip function, and as you can see, it changes the music. So so this is for the music. And now if somebody gives you a phone call, you have to be in this CDC mode to talk to somebody and answer the phone call. And there's two ways to answer. You can either answer from the actual phone, or you can answer by pressing the skip button to go to the next song. So that will answer, and that will also hang up. So as you can see here, it's calling, and we're gonna answer with the skip button. And we can do the same to hang up. And the music starts playing. And this would apply the same way if you had the steering wheel controls, but this car doesn't have it. So if you press the next track, it would answer the phone call or cancel it. So this is pretty much it for how to use the Bluetooth. If you also wired the auxiliary cable, we didn't wire it in this car because it already has an auxiliary port. But if you did, you would have to switch to disc 2, and this is where you would play the auxiliary. If you want to play Bluetooth, you just gotta switch back to disc 1. And there's only 1 and 2 in this particular CDC mode. So again, this was a video for GTA Car Kits on how to install our pure Bluetooth kit. I hope you liked the video, and we'll see you next time.